stop.
I'm going. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hmm?
I'm going to bed.
Here.
Take a bucket with me.
Okay.
Walkie bucket. So.
We're going to be at the A7. 𝕬𝕚𝕪.
Gonna wait a few minutes.
Troopers took Penny into custody without further incident and transported him to the Clark County Detention Center. Penny was arrested and charged with 20 years in prison for fleeing in a vehicle and causing danger. It's just past midnight
Sit
on
right there.
June
I'll be right
1st,
back.
2025. Arkansas State Police attempt a traffic stop on 𝕬𝕚𝕠𝕠𝕜𝕪 in a 75-mile-an-hour zone. The driver stops for a moment to speak with the officer, but then takes off as the officer is walking up to his window.
I'm going to smoke. Charging port. Spill all this crap on the porch. Okay. Guess I can just stare up there. Alright. I just want to talk about, do y'all think it's right? Or do y'all think it's childish if you have to hide a friendship? Like, if you have to hide a friendship, it is childish. No grown-up should even think like that. Like, my thing is, sorry, y'all gotta look at the roof for a minute. My thing is, if you've got to hide your friendship with somebody, then y'all ain't really friends. Like, no grown-up should be doing that anyways. You grown. Like, grow the hell up. Like, y'all only friends for a reason. My thing is it childish? Do y'all think it's childish for a grown-up to tell you that you can't tell the world that you're friends with them? Is that childish? Do y'all think that's childish? Hey, Strawberry. Like, today, y'all, like, I'm irritated today. How are you, Strawberry? Like, tonight, whatever. Like, I'm irritated. Like, I'm done. Yeah, I'm a little irritated. Like, my thing is, you grown. You grown. Grown. Why? Why? Are you gonna tell somebody, hey, you know what? We can't be friends in public. Like, we can be friends. We just can't tell nobody. Or you can't tell nobody we're friends. Oh, my daughter's 3 years older than you. Well, she will be on the 10th. She'll be 13 soon. Do y'all think it's childish? Like, what grown up? You gonna tell another grown up, hey, we can be friends, but you know what? Not in public. Let's hide this though. Like, no. I'm grown. Like, grow up. My daughter says, hey, I don't put them on social media, but she says, hey, they do watch my lives with me though. But I got to know who Why would you do that? You can't tell another grown-up, hey, we can be friends, but we gotta be friends in silent, like, in private. We can't be friends, like, with each other out in public. I don't care what your profession is, what your gender is, what your color is. Like, I don't care nothing about that. Like, if we can't be friends in public, we ain't gonna be friends in private. Like, that's not how this works. We're grown. We're not in high school. We threw high school away like 15, 16 years ago. Well, I did. I graduated high school like 16 years ago. But you don't do that. Like, if you can't talk to somebody and be friends with that person and other people too, just because you're afraid of whatever, I don't know what you're afraid of, because I really, like, I couldn't tell you. But, like, my thing is, if you can't talk to me and check on me like I check on you, and then you turn around and say, hey, we can't be friends in public, but we can, secretly be friends. Like, peace, bye. You better kick rocks, because I'm grown. I'm not going to play your little childish bullcrap. Like, I'm so irritated right now, y'all. And I guess the more I think about it, the madder I get. Like, you willingly go and talk to these other people publicly. Everybody knows y'all are friends, blah, blah, blah. And you got me. I'm supposed to be your private friend? Like, I ain't a secret. Like, that's not how friendships work. I don't know if you know how friendships work, but that's not how friendships work. And I can't be on camera right now, y'all. I got demonetized the other day for 𝕬𝕚𝕠𝕠𝕜 and on YouTube. So when I get done, I'll put the camera back up, and you won't have to look at a cord in the roof. And no, I'm not in a shed. I am on my front porch. When the tornadoes come through, it tore most of the stuff off of my front porch. And that's just the way it looks. Or y'all can look at my spooky boo on my door. But my thing is, you're an adult. Like, act like an adult. There ain't no private friendships in adults. Like, you either act like an adult or you go back to high school and play like a high schooler. Like, you can't do that. There's not two-sided to anything. Like, once you're an adult, you learn how to grow. Like, yeah, being an adult, you still have to grow, no matter what. Like, the older you get, the more you learn. You don't know everything, and it's hard. You're always a kid, though. But my thing is, should you have to hide a friendship? That's what I want to know. Hey, Marisol. That's my thing is, should you have to hide a friendship? Do you think it's right? You ain't 2 because you couldn't even read if you were 2. Y'all, that's my sister. Y'all gotta look over her. She really ain't 2. She older than me. She acts like she 2, but she ain't 2. But that's my sister, y'all. But y'all tell me, should you have to hide a friendship? And yes, I hide you. I have to hide you. You like that kid in the basement, just lock in the basement, or in the attic. That's what we do to you. But yet you got a phone. But bam. But that's not what I'm asking. I'm asking, should you have to hide a friendship? Like, do you think that's an adult thing or a childish thing? Why do I hide you in the basement or the attic? Because I can. I just want to know, like, do you think it's right that you hide a friendship? Like, you can publicly be friends with somebody else, but you tell me, hey, you know what, we can be friends, but we got to be friends in private. No, boo-boo. It don't work like that. Like, either we friends or we ain't friends. Your dad don't know you, one's in bed and the other one's watching YouTube. That's where your dino nuggies are. Where's my chunk monk at? I'd call you, but who's got the other phone watching YouTube right now? Anyways, back to what I was saying. Like, don't come to me and say, hey, you know what, we have to hide our friendship. When you know where it comes from. Like, you know where everything came from. You know where all this, the childish bullcrap come from. That I had no clue about to begin with. Until I started getting cussed out for something I didn't even know about. But you sit there and you tell me, we can be friends, but not in public. No, boo-boo, that's not how this works. Like, either we friends or we ain't. I'm not hiding a friendship. Asleep, he had shots, so he's not feeling good. I went and got your other chicken nugget tonight. They won. I had to holler at him 15 times, though. Because I was sitting right in front of him. He stared at me. And I hollered. I said, Taylor, come on. And he looked at me, turned around and walked off. And I was like, dude. And I said, hey, you want to go home or you going to stay here? He said, I want to go home. I said, then get in. Or I'm leaving you here. But that's my thing. Like, I'm just... I know, he was supposed to call me when he got home. Well, he's at home. He had Daddy's phone a while ago. Because I had to call and get him to tell Mama to answer the phone. But, like, my thing is, I don't know, like, I'm irritated about it. Like, I shouldn't have to deal with that. Like, either we friends or we ain't friends. That's the thing here. Like, I should not have to hide that I'm friends with somebody because you don't want somebody else to know. Like, we ain't in high school. And my trust for y'all are gone anyways. Like, that went out the window to begin with. Like, I lost all that trust. That's something you gotta earn back. Like, I'm not giving my trust out. Like, you gotta earn that. Trust is earned, not given. But I just want to know who thinks it's childish. Do you think it's childish, or do you think it's fair that someone sits there and says, hey, we can be friends, but we gotta be friends in private? Like, I have no idea. You're the only one talking, so they watching. But y'all write down in the comments, do you think it's childish or you think it's fair for someone to tell you that y'all have to be friends in private? Like, I don't have a lot of trust for anybody anymore. You're a retard. Shut up. Get demonetized for calling you that. Y'all, that's my sister. Look over her. I'm not childish. I'm mad. Like, I have a right to be mad. Like, my thing is, if you can be friends with someone that done you wrong, and you're okay with being publicly friends with that person, but someone that's always had your back, you're not okay being publicly friends with them. Like, that's what I'm getting at. Why would you do that? Like, I guess getting older, the older I get, the more I realized that, hey, you know, this isn't right, or you shouldn't be doing this, or, you know, that's not how people treat you. I told you when Tony got better, but now, you know, I've been dealing with this, so, which I started taking antibiotics. I gotta take some more. I do feel better, though. I feel a lot better than I did yesterday and the day before. And I'm not on camera, y'all, because my jaw is, like, swelled up. Be like a duck with water on its back. It's not as big as my cheek's not as big as it was yesterday, which is good. I still got a while to go, though. Like, it's still swollen, but not as bad. It still hurts some, but it's getting better. I don't know. I guess the more I kept thinking about that earlier, like, the matter I got, like, I don't think it's right. Tomorrow, when I have time, call me and I'll tell you what's wrong with me. Okay, I will. I'd call you tonight, but Tony's got the other phone right now, so. I just didn't, like, I guess the more I thought about it, the madder I got. Like, I really have to stop saying like, too. It made me madder and madder and madder the more I thought about it, because these people, you know, put you through so much. So much. And I had your back. And you just, like, toss me away like I'm nothing. I'm too tired to talk. I know you had a long day. Say hi, y'all. Drop your names in the chat. Say hey. What's up? We're on the subject of, do you think it's childish or fair if you had to hide a friendship? I don't know. I guess that's just my biggest thing is I feel like I'm talking to myself. Me too, every day. Like, people come and watch the live, but no one ever says anything, so I don't ever know until I end the live who's been on and who's watched it. But y'all say hey in the chats. Say hi, hey, what's up, drop your name, whatever. I'm going to be on here a little bit longer, but we are talking about friendships and if it's right to hide a friendship or if it's childish. I always feel like I'm talking to myself. Like, I mean, I do talk to myself. Yeah, you do. My thing is, though, no, I'm not famous. I'm not this, you know, uptight, rich person. And, like, usually when I do my lives, I get these weird people on here. And I'm not talking about just anybody. I'm talking about, oh, where you're from, Alabama, this happens or this happens. Look, just because you hear stuff about Alabama doesn't mean it's true. First off. Second off, you hear a lot of stuff from all kinds of states. And people like us don't just be like, oh, you're from this state, so you're this or you're that. Like, who cares where you're from? And I'm not originally from Alabama. I do live it. We are all rich in our own special way. True, we are. I'm rich because I have my family and my kids. So I'll always be rich no matter what. But Friendship-wise, that's kind of hard to describe because I can't say I really have friends. Like, I have family that aren't blood, that were friends at one time that become family to me. But as far as friends, like, I know, to me it's not all about money. To a lot of people it is, though. Like, you have to be rich to be friends with this person, or for this person to watch you, or you gotta be royalty, or you gotta do this, or you gotta do that. Like, I'm a southern girl from the middle of nowhere. Yeah, I have no friends either. I have family. I have friends that become family. But as friend-wise, I don't have friends anymore like I used to, because I prayed for God to take the ones that were not doing me any good, that were more harm than good to me, to take them out of my life. And, you know, He did. Really, really, really. Which, I mean, you know, I guess, well, my sister's my friend, but she's my sister, so. And she's telling y'all, hey, y'all say hey to my sister, y'all. But what I'm getting at is, more people watch rich people or famous people or this or that. Like, that's what I'm getting at. You have to be rich and famous for people to care what you think or to care what you got to say. I'm poor. I'm broke. Broker than a joke. Broker than a convict. And I live in the middle of nowhere. But you know what? I don't have to have money to survive. Don't make me get my honey on here. Where is he anyways? Tell him I'm using his government name in 5 seconds if he don't get on here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dustin. I about fell out of the chair, y'all. When I was coming out here a while ago, Brittany, the cat was sitting in front of the door. I tripped over it. I'm in the living room. In the living room, I'm in the bedroom. Tell him to get on here. He got 3 seconds. Anyways, back to what I was saying. I was coming out the door, and Tony was talking to me, so I was turned around and I was walking backwards. And I about tripped over the cat. I'm laying with the baby. I gotta come see my chunky monkey. My sweet chunky nephew. So, put it on live and then you can't text him because he's not in there. Well, how's he gonna get on live if he's in the living room and his phone's in there with you? But anyways, back to what I was saying. Like, that was my biggest thing, was you have to be rich and famous for people to care about you or to like your stuff or to watch your lives or to watch your videos. Like, you have to have so many likes and millions of followers for people to give a crap. Like, it takes people to watch your stuff to get up there. And that's what I'm getting at. Like, those people wasn't rich and famous when they started YouTube. They started out just like me, just like everybody else starts out on YouTube. Like, they don't have nothing. Nothing. You have to have people to watch your stuff and to enjoy your stuff No, my stuff might not be that enjoyable, but I just started, so it takes time. And people don't understand that. Like, they're like, oh, you know what? I don't know this girl because she's not rich and famous. No, I'm not. You're right. But back to what I was saying. There's two people on here and only one person talking. But you shouldn't have to hide friendships from anybody. And if you can't talk to the other person or be friends with the other person or acknowledge the other person when you're around someone else, then y'all ain't friends to begin with. When we going to party. I don't know. When you ain't in bed, I guess. Girl, you in bed before I am. Most of the time. Most of the time, you're in bed before I am. But I do go to bed pretty early. Like, when Tony goes to sleep, I go to bed. Because that's the only time I have to go sleep. I got to sleep when he sleeps. I don't sleep at all. And people want me to sleep because I'm not a very happy person about. Yeah, I know, you're always in bed. I think every time. I'm full of shit. Every time I talk to you, you're in bed. Yeah, I love my sleep. Me too. I love my sleep. Like, oh, not to change subject, but earlier I was sitting on the porch and Tony was out in the yard playing, and I felt something crawling on my shoulder, and I turned around. It was a stinging caterpillar. And I don't know where it come from, but it was just a crawling up my shirt. Now every time, stop biting my toes. Stop. I don't know why the cats like to bite my ear toes for, but anyways, like I could see its antennas. That's the only thing I could see on it. And a little fuzz. I am not going to eat a stinging caterpillar. Are you crazy? Yes, I want my insides to burn. Not. I ain't eating no bugs. I'm not a child anymore. I don't eat bugs. I want two black cat. You want my black cat? This one? That's the one biting my toes. Because he thinks it, she, my bad, thinks she's got to be in your lap at all times. That you got to pet her. And if not, she bites you. Because she is so nice, ain't you? Her name is Jack. Ow! She just bit my nose. Hey, your sisters or brothers on the floor. Go over there. Quit biting my toes. You see my wonderful looking hair today. So I washed it last night and put it up right after I got out of the shower. Got up this morning, it was like, I looked like a poodle. Like it was so fluffy. Here, your brother's down there, go down there. My nose is not food. She's driving me crazy. She thinks she got to be in your lap. She thinks you got to pet her. Like she got to be the center of attention. Jack, go on. Don't want to. But all three of the cats do. They think they gotta be the center of attention all the time. All the time. But I don't know. I washed mine yesterday and then went to bed and I looked like I had a half breath. That's how I looked this morning when I took my hair down. I was like, golly. But I was too tired to do anything with it, so when I got out of the shower, I just brushed it and put it up and went to bed. And I took it down this morning and I was like, ooh, lordy. Have mercy. Quit biting me. No. I don't want to pet you. Go on. No. No. Jack, get down. But it looked, woo. And I had to go to the doctor and everything else. So, well, yeah. Well, did you at least brush it? I did at least brush mine and then put it back up. I don't know why I do that, but... Which is bad for your hair to be up all the time anyways. It breaks it. So, I had to have an echogram done. Sounds about right. Sounds about right. For you, anyways. So you had to go to the doctor after the baby, or did you go before the baby went? I barely have time for anything anymore. I'm always having to do this and go here and go there and do that and cook, wash, clean. Which I gotta wash clothes in a minute. I try to put it off as long as I can because I'm washing my hands. And I can't go any longer because I gotta wash clothes. Like, I'm on my last set of clothes. Oh. So you went Wednesday and the baby went today. I go, I think the 8th. No. I think I go the 8th anyways. And then I gotta have more blood drawn. And then I gotta have an echogram done. I reckon apparently I have AFib. But I told the doctor I didn't really want to do any of that. Like, I didn't want to know any of it right now. Which I need to, but... Yeah, well, I go back in less than a week. Like, there's a lot of things people don't know. And, you know, where I had to have surgery on my hand. Like where, or on my finger. Well, either the tumor, knot, whatever it is, has grown back. Now it's sitting on top of my nerve. and I can't use my pointer finger or the finger next to it. Yeah, well, it's gotten a lot worse. Like, I have to go see the specialist because I've lost almost all control of my right hand. Like, gripping stuff and trying to open stuff with my right hand, I can't do anymore. And it hurts all the time. All the time. But now it's sitting on top of my nerve instead of being where they had cut it out the last time. It is now sitting on top of my nerve. It's so peaceful. And it's almost a full moon. Or it is full moon. I don't know. I can see half of it. That's all I can see through the trees. But it's pretty and it's quiet. And I love it. I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. It reminds me of what I have. And that's all I need. Oh, Kimberly come out here and said to tell you hey, she loved you. But I was talking while she was talking, so. As long as the mosquitoes ain't eating me alive, like I'm okay to be outside at night. It's peaceful. Tony likes to be outside. He likes trying to look for possums and armadillos and coons. Stay with me, and I love her too. Yeah, what? Stay with you for what? Until it becomes bedtime, and then she calls me and says, Mom, I want to come home. I wish you would hush, cat. Quit biting me. Quit. I just heard something I don't do outside, you know that. But soon I'll have to, so. Outside don't bother me too bad. I just don't like being eat up by mosquitoes. Well, that'll be the first, because she hadn't even stayed at Mom and Daddy's in forever. Like, she just don't like going nowhere. She's in that stage of her life where, you know, because she's a teenager, she's got to stay in her room on the phone all the time. Alright, y'all. Brittany, I'll call you here in a minute. I'm getting off here. Y'all stay beautiful. Peace.